Alright, we are going to break into some more apartments. Okay, so there's not really a super quiet way to do this, but the quietest way without... I mean, so there's guards down there. There's no guards in this little corner. So basically, getting that pipe is good. You go there. And we want to get over here. This door does not work for us, but we have supernatural shit, so.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
You can't use these windows because they're locked.
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one.
There's two ways to get inside this building. One is to bust in through here. It will alert the guards. If you have bend time on Corvo, you can stop that. We don't. So, but we can use. So there's one overseer here, and there's one further back. We don't care so much about alerting them, so we are gonna use. Well, you know what? I feel like we should do this in a better way. We can go around back. We're gonna go around back. Okay. So you get on here. You get on this. You go in here. So this area in High Chaos is just full of blood flies, just FYI, which is kind of cool, but also these. Oh wait. These glass panes, I'm fairly certain, in most areas they're breakable. What the fuck? Did we just shoot the metal door? I'm so confused. Let's try this again. There we go. And you can just far reach in there.
I wonder who that was.
So now we're upstairs. And there's also another bone charn up here, which is where we're going. And we're gonna have some more blood flies. So we're just gonna use the slashing strategy of not giving a shit and just going problem solved. We have a bone charm. This one is fencer. We might actually basically if you are sword locked you win that more easily. It's not super helpful if you're being stealthy, but we'll have it on for now just in case. Okay, so that's where we're going next. But yeah, so this guy, they've been nesting in him. It's pretty nasty. There's not much else up here. There's like no really... Well, you get his notebook. He was really into... So yeah, you have the Link of Whales. He found a bone charm. And yes. So he's kind of lost it. A lot of people sort of lose it when they get bone charms, or they're actively looking for them. So this is also a really great way to get into the Overseer area, which is what we're going to use. But it is also... Oh, fuck, we forgot the painting. We have to go back and get the painting. Can we not? So... Can we, like... I don't want to fall and die. Okay. There's a balcony. Where is the balcony? I don't want to die. I just want to get on the... There's a balcony, like, around the corner. Yeah, we're just... Oh, well. That happens to the best of us. Okay. So, now we want to heal. We want to use Dark Vision to see where these Overseers are. There's one down there. Is he moving? Yeah, he's out of the way. Okay, so we're going to choke this guy out. And then we're gonna quickly rush over, give it a pulse, and we're gonna choke this guy out. Alright, now we've got this place all set. Alright, so, we could just have healed, he didn't even this and stuff, but we can open cabinets, there's nothing in there, but yeah, so this apartment is pretty cool. Now we can unlock the window. You can also go downstairs and walk in from the back, which we're not going to do, but more Addermire solution, some feathers. We'll find out more about this place in a second. There's a bone charm here, which means this place is pretty cool. Liquid sustenance is interesting. You can restore health by drinking water from fountains, so that's nice. So you might ask, why does this place? Oh, we can steal his stuff. Yes. Okay. So this guy has been dabbling. His buddy has been dabbling in black magic. So this guy's actually sort of a heretic. But that's okay, because so are we. So this apartment has a shrine to the outsider in it. It's got some cool... I love the shrines in this game. There's also a Sokolov painting of the outsider. That's one of the paintings on the list. We missed one. We'll have to go back and grab it real quick. So recognize her. That would be Mindy. Alright. Nice tattoo you have on your back, Amadeo. So Mindy is... This is the home of somebody named Amadeo, who the overseers have basically seized the home of, on the basis, presumably, of the fact that he's a heretic, because they're examining the bone charm, they have the shrine, and he is in fact the corpse that Mindy wants us to go pick up. So we'll go pick up Amadeo in a bit. Yes, so she is clearly interested in some of his tattoos. We'll find out more about why later. But first, let's hear what the outsider has to say. You chat with him every time you find his shrines.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
Alright. We can also blow out all the candles, which is kind of fun to do. I'm fine with leaving the candles, except one particular shrine. It's not even an outsider shrine. I like to blow the candles out. So this is a windmill. Windmill that controls the wall of light that leads back there. There is, I believe it's... that building is where the painting is in, but on the other side. So we're just going to take the high ground over there. If you turn this windmill off, you'll alert all the guards, but the wall of light will be done. So we might actually do that, because I don't really feel like going back through Bloodfly Hell. You can turn it off a couple different ways. There's a lever on the back. If you pull that, it turns off. If you throw a grenade at it, the blades will break. If you're Corvo, if you use Wind Blast, it will actually supercharge it, making whatever it is unstable. You can also shoot these things to drop stuff, so you could kill that guy. But we're not going to do that because we're not mean. But yeah, so we're going to swoop our way over here, pull that, and they're all on edge. And we're getting out of dodge because we don't want that. Okay. Oh. No. Did we get on? We did get on. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that it's the apartment over here. Oh man, we are not doing so hot on jumping today. Yeah, we're back in neutral territory. Come on. Let me jump on that. Oh my god. Whatever, we'll do it this way. Okay, so there's an apartment out here. Remember which one it is. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. One of these apartments has a... here, it's this one. Okay, so those of you who have played the first game know this portrait immediately. This is the isometry of High Overseer Campbell. This is the portrait that Sokolov is painting in the intro of the first game, and you can actually drink that bottle of crystal cider and it will disappear from the portrait. So Corvo canonically does not do that. But yeah, so this person has a lot of paintings, which is kind of cool. I can't believe I forgot about this. It's an artist studio. Diary of a Witch. So that makes this place even more interesting. A witch has been living here. She has this painting of Campbell, and also paints. A witch that paints is probably in some way linked to Delilah, though there is nothing really that deals with this particular witch. Okay, so we're gonna go back the way we came in. And you can get here from, that's where we entered. so now we're in hostile territory again. So we're not actually going on that one because see that guard? He will see us if we're over here. Because he has really good eyes. And is not blind. Okay, so... we're going back to... yeah. That's where the bone charm was that we got. We're just gonna go back through this place. Alright. So we can now officially break this and nobody will give a shit. But we can also go out the window because... alright, so... got some storefront over here. You can rob these. So we've got some overseers giving a lecture.
Brothers and sisters.
And look at what they're lecturing on.
Strictures,
That's what we want.
Will know.
They got a rune.
Stay to
and
the
a
flesh
bone
that is familiar.
Okay. So we're going in there. We're going to break this little party up. But we're going to be smart about it. And we're going in from above. Alright, so. There's also this area, which is important. Paolo. So. They are paying, basically, protection fees to the gang of the Hatters. We'll learn more about the Hatters when we encounter them in the next mission. But Mindy is our first introduction, and she's kind of cool, if a little bit creepy. So, I don't think anyone sees if we take this dude out. This is the top floor. This is where you gotta take most of the dudes out. Please don't fall.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance.
There's like 3 conversations happening at once. But basically, the guys in here are talking about the music boxes.
It's far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the aisles.
Until she can
To make the devices aren't usually rare. The techniques are applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers.
So this building, I like to work top down just because
she found
you have fewer people to worry about.
If they took the music boxes and perverted them, their own
And if you work top down, when you're breaking out,
small trinkets of bow.
you don't have to worry about people coming from upstairs.
By those within the outsiders' wicked cabal. Those cursed figures.
So these guys will hide because one's going that way. Basically, one will go into the chapel to pray. He won't do anything unless you wake him up. Or not wake him up, but make a loud noise out here. So once he goes in there, the only people we have to worry about are those two. Which means this guy. And we just gotta take this guy out without this guy noticing. So, we really should choke him out instead of using a sleep dart. Because if you use the sleep dart, he'll fall over, break glass, and everyone will wake up. So, we're gonna use this to track where he's seeing. He doesn't, does he move? I forget if he moves. That guy's pretty busy with his nose. But he's staying pretty straight where he is. Don't move now. Alright, yeah. So we're gonna just schwoof behind him. Make sure you pick up the body. Make sure you pick up the body. If you don't pick up the body, they will all know. I like to store the body out here because then this guy won't hear you. He's just praying. We're gonna rob him. This is a really nice chapel. So, you can see the 7 strictures.
Some take comfort from the strictures.
That's what she says in low chaos. In high chaos, she says, maybe we need an 8th stricture to fire Empress and be burned alive, which is way too extra. Here's another hookah. Use the music boxes. There's the last painting for this level. This guy, he's like pretty busy doing his work. I think we can come in from behind him actually. Can we do that? Yeah, we can. Oh man. Oh, he didn't even notice us break the wall. So I hate people in chairs. You kind of have to maneuver funkily around to knock out. Like, we should be able to... I think I had success of this guy of climbing onto his chair will usually do the trick. Alright, we don't even need to pick him up, but I don't want him in my way, so we're just gonna put him right over here. Alright, so now we can stand. Okay. So, unsent letter to the High Overseer by Liam Byrne, who is important, and we will hear more about as much as we do with Paolo. So he doesn't like Paolo. He is not happy about it, and he's writing to the new Vice Overseer of Bristol, who's, we'll find out what happened to him, but he was basically back in Dunwall, and he's basically saying, you have sort of taken charge of the Abbey and what was left of it after the shit show that was the Rat Plague years. We need your help because we got Paolo, we've got the Duke's men who are just running amok killing people, and the Oracular Sisters, the counterpart to the Overseers, have something's been up with them. We'll find out more about that. Also, the guy we just knocked out is definitely not Liam Byrne. Liam Byrne comes out later. He was just a random dude. We get a fire hardening treatment upgrade for our stuff. We get some health elixirs. So, looking at the strictures back there actually has some serious purpose. Oh yeah, so this is Liam Byrne, a Sokolov painting of him.
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
Ours now. Alright, so this safe is my favorite. Where's the... Oh yeah, the 7 strictures. It has the list of all the 7 strictures. And there's a note somewhere that says... I think we didn't pick it up over here. About... Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, here's reports of the Oracular Order. So... They're servants of the void. There's a whole chunk of servants of the void in the Dust District. We'll find out about them later. The other thing, I have a message for Vice Overseer. Tell Byrne to end this needless meddling into the conservatory. So the conservatory, we will go there later, but something is going up in there with the sisters, and Byrne is meddling with it. Oh yeah, here we go. Strictures to keep you safe. Remember the 7 strictures, especially wandering gaze, rampant hunger, and lying tongue. This is the safe combination. We just got that book. In case we didn't get it, the book of all the strictures numbered. And this is about the music. So music is a really interesting thing in the first game. They play these music boxes, which thankfully don't come back in this game, and they basically neutralize the void and all abilities to use your powers. I think they didn't bring them back because there's a whole level that brings them back, but yes, so they used to have people who would wander around with these and dogs, and you just couldn't use your powers, and it was awful, and I hated it. Okay, so if you look at your notes, it'll tell you what numbers. You don't even have to calculate it yourself. So we're going with 1, 5, and 2. And we get a rune, whalebone, and some money. So we also want the rune and stuff down here. Now,
only those who
they're still
turn from
doing
the
their
7
thing.
strictures risk an endless existence adrift
So
in
you
the
don't
void.
even have to,
The
like, I've had
dark
glitches
sky
where I've just
without
popped behind them,
stars.
picked up the stuff,
The
and
cold,
left. And I'm not sure if that's
lifeless
intended, but we're just gonna clear out upstairs first, just in case we alert them. So there is one more floor to this place. You can even see there's a whole building. And then there's the rooftop.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's
Yes.
engaged currently. He'll send someone else. Maybe Overseer.
So we're gonna be real lazy and use our sleep darts on these guys.
Until then, we stay where we are.
Won't the heretic's corpse attract blood flies, brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine
Boop.
for now. But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in
I could
Karnaka.
just knock him out. Yeah, so, okay, these guys are done. We'll steal their money. Oh, Yeah, he has a key. Okay, so here's his report of Amadeo. He has drawn some funky looking symbols, and also he is very snarky. So they did kill him in interrogation, but then they search his apartment. We also get a stun mine, more gun. We don't need more gun though. So here is the interrogation chamber. There's also...
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Yup. Oh look, they also have a wanted poster on Mindy.
That's Mindy Blanchard.
Yeah, it is. You can also rob selected sayings of the overseers. Yes, these are pretty funky. Yeah, they're cool. Extra lore bits. So if we can steal some, yeah, there's more stuff to steal in here. There's another office. They like, there's also some mice. This is a mice tunnel. If you are playing Corvo or Emily, you don't want to deal with those guys and risk losing Ghost. If you're Corvo, you can possess a rat and sneak in this way. If you're Emily, if you get Shadow Sneak, which we might. Do we have enough for Shadow Sneak? I don't think we do. Oh, we probably do. Yeah, we've got Shadow Walk. Can we also upgrade this? We need one more to see objects. We'll save those for that. So Shadow Sneak. Let's use this. Watch this shit. Oh wait, we can't go through rat tunnels. We gotta upgrade it more. That's right. But we are a spooky little... We're spooky. This is so cool. I love this. You can also open doors while a shadow. But yeah, it basically goes in here. You can end it early with a button. It makes noises to cue you into the fact that it's ending. And that's how you get out of it. Alright, so... Okay, so this is a Corrupt Bone Charm. Corrupt Bone Charms give you a cool buff at the expense of a problem. So this one gives you... Basically, if you choke someone or assassinate someone, you are briefly invisible. So there's an invincibility frame, basically. Except you make a lot more noise. So we're not equipping that. The good thing about these special ones is you can break them down for, I think, 3 times the amount of whalebone you do for a regular one. So they're worth more when crafting. Oh, we should really start putting money into crafting, but we really need extra dark vision, and then we'll do that. Secret date, Amadeo. Yes. So, Mindy has been getting information on the occult from him. Mindy is very interested in the outsider. We're gonna come pick him up in a second. We actually need to go clear out the dudes on the roof first, because that is my favorite plan of attack. Also, we have to get the stuff down there. You know what? Let's get that first. We could choke out everyone on the bottom floor, but that feels too... We can just... Oh, fuck it. Nobody can hear me. Yeah, they're not so nice. Can you let me through this, please? Thank you.
To me on the 14th day of the month of harvest.
So, nobody will give...
I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked, what shrine...
We're gonna try something stupid. Let me save first, just in case. We're gonna do...
Signs to the outsider
Basically,
could be found across the aisles.
They can't see you. The civilians don't give a shit.
I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once,
And there we
and
have
I
it. We have
questioned her
everything we
sharply,
needed.
until she
Now they're like, how did that all vanish so suddenly? What has happened? You can also go in from the ground floor, but entering from above gives you an advantage because you don't have to deal with the people downstairs. Okay. So let's go get the people upstairs and then we'll go grab Amadeo and haul... we can haul Amadeo's ass up the stairs first. I suppose we could do that. Oh my god, let me go through, please. Yeah, they were not very nice to him. Poor Amadeo. That's okay. We'll bring him back to Mindy so she can bury him, I guess. Or, I don't know, look at his creepy tattoos some more. Find some arcane shit. Alright, so these buildings generally give you that window, well, sometimes open. So here, we put Amadeo down. You can see there is a... Oh, you can't see him through here. There's like a dude right... Yeah, there's one there. There's one closer. What? Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. So if you can go up and grab him before he moves, the other dude won't know shit. You don't even need to pick him up. This guy does it. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. If you nab them before they fully notice you, they're still unaware and you can still knock them out. Okay, so this is how we're going to get Amadeo out. Sorry. You can also get more bullets up here if you need them. This is a test range. You can see all of Karnaca up here. Okay, there's the Batista district. That's the Dust district. We're going there later. Can we see anything else? I mean, it's pretty neat up here. Yeah, so let's grab Amadeo and get the fuck out of Dodge. There's nobody down here. Did we get all the bone charms? There's one. Oh yeah, that rune and that. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna get Mindy, her buddy, first, and then we'll go worry about that other stuff. So the easiest way to do it is through here. You can also, there's like an abandoned dentist department. It's very creepy. Got some creepy paint. Oh no, this isn't the dentist. This is the head place. There's just like all these like, I don't understand why. Like, we have wig mannequins in the real world that are normal and like creepy with styrofoam, but I don't know why you would put teeth on, like, why can't you make that? Why you gotta put the teeth on it? That's just like needlessly. Anyway, so alright, so you got some more dead people. Let's find out what happened. Alright, so he went to the witch and tried to bring someone back to life. So a lot of people, when they first saw this, thought, hey, maybe I can do a thing to get a rune, because usually when you're given recipes in the first game or in the DLC, it was a recipe of granny rags. Basically, if you'd bring weird stuff to a spot, it would magically generate a rune for you. So this one doesn't do that, but it's still a pretty neat callback. You can pick all the stuff that they were using for the ritual. It didn't work. You can blow out the candles, but you get a neat amount of stuff, and there's blood everywhere, you know, so that's nice, I guess. Alright, after that brief stop. So this is the other side. This is where the train station is. We are gonna, so the thing is, this is technically, oh, where'd he go? This is a neutral zone. The people don't care if you're here, but if they see you carrying Amadeo's corpse or use sorcery, they will freak. So you can't walk by, they will just freak out. So it's best to use, actually, we'll go climb onto the dentist thing and go over here. And then just drop down over here.
Come on. Hurry up.
That way they don't see you. So this is Mindy.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah, we did.
Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, so completing Mindy's side quest will basically turn off the power to the rails in the station that we just saw a train arrive at. And that way, oh yeah, there's a bunch of dead overseers in here. It's not pretty. That way you don't have to worry about, there's nothing over here, how to cross that. So that's a nice benefit, but not why we did that. So let's put the sword away. This is a neutral zone. People are pretty chill unless you steal stuff while they see you. So you can steal stuff from back here. It's
Usually take our guests out for mushroom, I
Eat
guess.
some fruit. Special fruit delivery. Yes. So we just stole their fruit. This is one of the groups. There's 3 groups of musicians. I think we can tip them. Can we tip them?
What is it to you?
Yeah. They sing about the coup that just happened. Here's another song called Watery Grave. We'll hear that more later. Here's the lyrics to a coup. It's about us. And yes. It's, yeah, pretty much. I thought we could tip them, but I don't think we can.
Wild mimosas are in bloom. Let's soon.
Yeah, so if you steal that fish statue, she'll lose her shit. So I don't really do that right now because it doesn't matter. We're gonna go back and get that last rune in the hostel area real quick. So this rune, there's one dude on this watchway, but he doesn't really matter. So what you want to do is get on that boat. And then it is being held back by that one plank. So what you want to do is equip your crossbow. Zoom in. Oh, not fall down. Zoom in. And shoot. Alright. And the rune will just be... Yeah, it's right there. Bam. We got a rune. Okay, so now we can finish with dark vision and then we'll go and... Oh, we do have 4. Okay, so we have greater dark vision. And now we can spend money on bone charm crafting to maximize the number of runes. So now we can sacrifice bone charms for money. Well, not for money, but for more whalebone. So we are going to sacrifice Clumsy Assassin because we're not using that. We're also going to sacrifice, oh, we want that one. We're going to sacrifice Bird of Prey. Spiritual Pool we want to equip. So now we can craft these. So if you craft them with your first level, there are lots of chances of corruption. I prefer to wait on the crafting, if you can, until you unlock the level before rune where there's a very low chance, if any, of corruption. Because then you don't waste your time, and also your whalebone. Alright, so. We have to go back to this. And then you can just go whoop, whoop. And then scoot your way in here. Alright, so now we're cool again. There's only one more bone charm in this level, and it is located over there.
Year here, and I'll be twice as rich. Then it's off to
so we could walk across those rails. We're not gonna do that. So oh wait, this is a cool place. Broke my back in the silver mines. Yes. You get a little bit of money. Where's the money? I can pick things up, I swear. Yes. Lucia Pastor is really important. She does stuff with the Miners Family Committee, or at least she tries to. So this leads back up to the platform. We could take the rails. That's where we have to go to get to Addermire.
This should take me out to the Institute.
We are not going that way at first. We are instead, it's much, much easier, trust me, if you go this way. And you just sort of... You get back here. So once you get back here, they can't really see you. And we're going to do 2 things. The first is Winslow Safe Company. There's a lot of these buildings around. So the first thing we need is this. Dr. Hypatia's apartment key. And she is very nice. She has something to do at Addermire that's very important. And she needs someone to watch her apartment for a few days. Now we have her key. The other thing in here is the last bone charm. So the way to get it is, try to unlock me. The combination is in the safe. And the safest way to get that is to knock this guy out. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, you're a nice guy, but... And don't let the guards in front see you do this. If he sees you rob his, even if you just take the combination from the
I have
cash
to tell
register,
myself that fixing all this will bring back prosperity.
in High Chaos she says, blood or coin, everyone will pay me due. That's nice, easy combination. Yeah, if you do this and he's not unconscious, the guards will see you. Oh, he'll call the guards, and then they'll see you, and then you will have to fight all the guards. Oh my god, why won't you not let me set the combination? Okay, last bone charm of this level. You can get more bullets, and you get some money. Okay, so last thing before we get on the carriage and head out to the, you know, Addermire Institute. I can use words. So, go up to the 3rd floor. There's nobody home, so you don't have to be stealthy. This leads you outside, out back. It's pretty. You can go around front for another angle at the guards. Alright, so this is Dr. Hypatia's house. You can see a note to her. The person watching her apartment hasn't heard from her in a while. So something's up with the alchemist, and we're gonna find out what. So let's go check out
This
her
must be the alchemist's apartment.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Alexandria
There is one more
Hypatia.
painting, which is, this is a painting of her by Sokolov. That's the last painting of this level. Nobody can hear you. Oh, there's also, if you don't get her key, you can sneak on in mouse form. So there's
What's going on at Addermire?
something
What's
big.
the Duke's interest, and how is it connected to
butterflies.
Delilah?
Alright, so we'll find out why the Duke is so interested in Addermire when we get there. There's a fan. Don't miss that, because that one's easy to miss. Yes, so more information about how good she is. Let's hear what she has to say.
The
While we rob her.
bloodflies have flourished with all the Duke's executions.
My work at Addermire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason,
Look at all this interior
I'll
decoration.
do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
Okay, there's a couple things in that are really important. The first, let's start with the end. She's studying the plague elixirs from the Dunwall plague, trying to find a cure to bloodfly stuff, but also to help the miners. And you can see there's a silver graph of a weeper. Not a weeper. I'm so tired. It's not a weeper. It's a nest keeper. Yes, so a rare sighting of it. You don't know who sent her this, but the fact that it's a silver graph, we'll talk a bit more about who. Jindosh is the inventor of silver graphs, so this implies she might actually know Jindosh. The other thing she says is that her first serum was fairly unsuccessful, which is why she's so obsessed with trying to figure out how to make this work. But yeah, that's Hypatia. The easiest way to do this, well, you can, oh yeah, they'll see you if you linger for too long because they're smart. Oh, and we are going to, oh whatever, we're gonna sleep dart her.
You're so dead.
It takes a second to kick in.
Mercy.
Yeah, goodbye.
That's it.
Careful with
The
her.
electricity's off.
If you hit her too close to the edge, she will slide down and die. So if you're going for non-lethal. The easiest way, we can go into inside if we really want to. There's more guards down here. You don't have to come back. Like, you don't come back from... Billy picks you up at Addermire. So the reason you want to go upstairs is you can just... hop on here, walk on over, and I think you can even do this with Ghost, because I'm not sure if you take those guys out in time. I think you can do it with Ghost, because these guys can't see you up here. You just drop on into the carriage and ride away. And I will see you guys next time in Addermire Institute.